Hey guys, what's up? Today I have an NU match. This one is against a guy from Wi-Fi Battle called monksheep, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lead him by Swallow because I see that his team is very weak to rocks, but he does have a Torkoal, and is obviously gonna be able to spin those away. So I'm gonna leave a Swallow just to put offensive pressure, get that Torkoal out, and I can start dealing with it a little better. He's going to unfortunately lose his Butterfree, so I'm really not sure if it's going to be sashed or not, because a lot of the lead ones like to be. And if he is, I'm kind of screwed because that means he can put me to sleep regardless. I don't have Protect, so unless I switch out straight away, Swallow's going to go to sleep. But, I figured that's not too big of a deal because I mean, Swallow's not going to be a huge issue with that Torkoal running around. So I'll go for the Brave Bird just to, do as much damage as possible. He's going to switch out instead. And I could stay in with Facade and do a little bit less than double the damage now that I have my Guts boost and stuff. But I figure just, you turn out and go to Raichu because I can hit him with that Thunderbolt. And he's definitely going to be scared of it. And I know he's going to go for Rocks, obviously. So it's a safe switch in. And that's exactly what he's going to do. I'm going to not bother Nasty Plotting because I haven't seen if he has a Scarf yet, which he probably does have. And if that's the Magmortar or the Pinsir, which both are commonly Scarfed, he can outspeed me easily. He's going to go into a Shelgon, who takes very little from that Thunderbolt, so that tells me that he's probably defensive, especially defensive, with a Violite. So I'm thinking he's going to Toxic me. So I'm going to go for the Nasty Plot. He's actually going to Dragon Dance, which is okay. But because he's bulky, I know I'm still faster, and I'm going to go for the Encore, and that is going to be perfect because it's going to let me set up all over this guy's face. I know if he's, the bulkiest possible set, then a +4 Hidden Power Ice with Life Orb is 100% going to instantly KO him, especially with that prior damage, even though it's not necessary because it literally is like minimum like 100 point something percent damage off that HP Ice. He's going to stay in, I guess, just expecting me to hit him now, and he doesn't want anything else to take a Hidden Power Ice and just wants to, let this thing die and then revenge kill me. But yeah, no, I go for the +4, and he's probably like, crap. Not going to change much because, like I said, he's just going to bring in a Scarfer, and he's going to force me out. So, HP Ice hits him, takes him out, and, that's one definitely dead Shelgon. So he's going to send in his Pinsir, and I'm like, okay, he's going to be Scarfed, so that means his Magmortar is probably Expert Belt. And I'm going to have to switch out, go to my Quagsire because he's a physical wall. And yeah, he's going to throw up a Stone Edge, I guess, predicting my Swallow switch in because he, be immune to Earthquake and resist the X-Scissor. But because he's Scarfed, I mean, 2 hits plus Rocks will probably kill me. So, yeah, but I mean, he gets a crit, and judging from that damage, he has to be Jelly Scarf. He can't be Adamant, because Adamant would do 47 to 50, so a crit would do at least 94 damage, and he did 90, so he's Jolly. I'm going to go for the Yawn. I could have went for the Scald, but he goes for his, Mortar, which is risky, because, again, Scald, Waterfall, Earthquake, all of these moves, really do a lot of damage to Magmortar, but I guess he was thinking I'd go for the Toxic. I think he said that he was predicting me to be a curse set. But yeah, I went for the Yawn just in case, Trimecho comes in to heal Bell off the Toxic. But yeah, now I'm going to switch to my Mesprit on the obvious HP Grass, and he's going to hit me. It's not going to do a lot of damage. It doesn't seem boosted by, Specs, or obviously not Life Orb, so I'm thinking he's Expert Belt, right? So I'm going to go for the Rocks because he's asleep, and he's obviously going to switch out. He goes out to his Chimecho, which is great because I can U-turn and hit it for super effective damage. And, predicting the Heal Bell to wake up his Magmortar, I am going to go ahead and switch right out to Superior because it's a Subseed set, and I know I can set up a sub if he stays in to try and Toxic or Thunderwave me. That's fine because I'm going to set up a substitute. If he switches out to his Pinsir to destroy me with his Scarfed X-Scissor, that's fine because I'm going to get up a substitute. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and sub, just any outcome is going to be the safest one. Yes, I lose a little bit of HP. I could have went straight for the Hidden Power, but again, if he Toxic or Thunderwaved me, that would be really annoying. But yeah, so he does switch out to Pinsir, and I figure I'll just hit him with an HP Fire and then get out after that, and that's going to be good. I thought I would be able to maybe take him out, but then I remembered that I only have like 75 base special attack and no investment, so I'm like, wait, no, there's no way this HP Fire will kill. I mean, I know it's super effective, but it's a really weak hit, and most Pokemon can live a sort of like a defensive hit, even if it's super effective. Even if it's stab, it probably wouldn't have done that. Stab, yeah, because Pinsir's special defense isn't that great. Anyways, I switched to Pinsir, or Quagsire, sorry, to take the obvious X Scissor. And it's obvious because he's Choice Scarfed. And yeah, that's not really going to do a whole bunch of damage. I could have recovered here, but I'm going to go for the Scald instead, just to basically get rid of him, because he's kind of stopping my Raichu from being a very potent threat. But he's going to switch out to his Torkoal, again, thinking I'm a curse set, and probably will either curse or go for the physical attack, which he'd take a lot better, despite them both being stab super effective. And he probably has Clear Smog, maybe? I don't really know. He's going to live, but doesn't matter because I outspeed him in any case. And I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Scald again and kill him. It actually works out better for me because that means I get a second turn of lefties as opposed to just the one on him switching in and dying. He's going to go to his Magmortar. I'm like, okay, he's going to HP Grass me again, even if he doesn't. He can still HP Grass me. I don't think. Maybe an Earthquake might kill him, but I don't know. I'm going to switch to Mesprit because it's safe. He's going to hit me with a Fire Blast, which is a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, because of this damage, I'm like, I have a decent chance to live the Fire Blast. So I'm just going to stand. Mr. kind of did his job. He does miss, which is unfortunate, but I go for the Thunder Wave. And here's where I'm going to get paid back for that miss right away, naturally. I'm going to go for the knockoff, and knock off what I thought was an Expert Belt, which turns out to be a Choice Scarf. And I'm going to get hit with a Flame Body. Because of that burn, this Fire Blast is actually not going to take me out, but the burn will after my leftovers. It's just barely enough damage. Well, I mean, just like, burn would do, like, 42, I think, ish, 43. Whatever. I go to my Raichu because he's paralyzed. Either way, even if I did die to that second Fire Blast, I still would have went to Sock because it's Scarfed and it outspeeds everything on his team except its Pinsir, which it speed ties with. But yeah, Raichu throws out a Thunderbolt because he's going to go into Chimecho. I guess he thought maybe he could take it, or maybe I'd set up, or, well, even if I did set up, I'd still destroy him. I don't know. I guess he just really wanted the Heal Bell off, or just the fodder. I really don't know. Goes into his Pinsir. I'm going to go to Quagsire. He's going to go for the Earthquake, which is a little weird because seeing that here, what I could have actually done is literally switch to my Swellow, taken no damage. If he stays in, he can't hit me. If he switches out, he dies to Rock. So that was kind of foolish, especially since X Scissor is stronger just by 20 base power. Not that much, but I don't know. I mean, Raichu probably would die to an X Scissor. I mean, it's not that defensive, so it's only a Raichu. So, but whatever, he goes for Earthquake, and I'm going to go for Recover for the first time because I desperately need some HP. And now I'm just going to go for the Scald because, you know, just want to get rid of this thing. I could have went for the Recover one more time, but I'm like, whatever. I have this battle pretty much in the bag because after this is dead, I have, again, my Sock that outspeeds everything on his team, even if, you know, they're Scarfed. So, yeah. He's going to switch into his Butterfree. I figure if he Quiver Dances, Sock is still faster. If he Sleep Powders, Swellow can take it because he's Toxic. And he is going to go for the Sleep Powder. Then he's going to switch out. Not really certain as to why. I was kind of confused at the time. I'm like, oh, why did you do that? He's going to go to his Magmortar, who, yeah, will, you know, be pretty much useless because it's paralyzed. But it's like, why didn't you? I don't know. I mean, Butterfree can't really do anything to me either, right? Wrong. It turns out he actually has 3 Choice Scarf Pokemon, all of them weak to rocks, so it's kind of an odd decision. But at least he is smart enough to use Stealth Rock numbers on all his Pokemon. He's going to take me out with a Psychic. I'm just going to be like, screw this. I'm going to my Sock. Don't really care. Just want to, you know, abuse the Choice Scarf. I probably could have taken the Psychic with Quagsire, but there's really no point. Just go to Sock. Get some use out of him. Who else did I have left? I had my Superior. The Spirit was dead. I also had Raichu, but he outspeeds Raichu. Yeah, he outspeeds Raichu. Anyways, whatever. That's the battle. He made some kind of odd plays and kind of weird having 3 Scarfers on the same team, especially when they're all... Like, if you have, like, Scarfers that aren't necessarily weak to hazards, especially if they have, like, Levitate and they resist Rock, then it's, like, pretty good because you can just keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. But when they're all weak to rocks, and they're all grounded except Butterfree, but that's quad weak to rocks. I don't know, that's kind of weird. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Pretty nice match, and I'll see you all tomorrow.